take my place when I'm gone. You need love to light the shadows on your face. If a great wave shall fall, it'll fall upon us all. And between sand and stone, could you make it on your own? 'Cause if I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low.
Infinite love, that's what we have together. From the moment I laid eyes on you, I knew you were my person.
To make it back
I knew my fairy tale began right there in the middle of the expo line at Miller's Ale House. Falling in love with you is the easiest thing I've ever done.
If a great wave shall fall, it'll fall upon us all. When I hope there's someone
You are the most special person I've ever known.
can bring me back.
From the moment I first saw you, something felt different inside me. At the time, I couldn't explain it, but as you always say, us meeting and coming together is like gravity.
And love might still go on in your heart and your mind. I'll stay with you full of time, and if I could, then I would.
But love, it isn't just a word, it's an action. Love isn't something you say, it's something you do. Love is genuine, honest, and open. It's compassionate and kind, passionate and blind. Love doesn't know space or time, nor look through jealous eyes. Love never dies.
I'll go wherever you will go. If I could turn back time, I'll go wherever you will go. I'll go wherever you will go.
Because the ideas, the understanding, and the mutual respect that they each bring to this union find their roots in the love that you have given them throughout the years.
In the dark, you lit me up. You made me feel as though I wasn't off. We danced the night away. We drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest, and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you'd never know. 'Cause I played it cool and I was scared of letting go. I know I needed you, but I never showed. But I wanna stay with you until we're grown old. Say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go.
Joni and Max, your marriage covenant is going to develop an even greater partnership, define you as people, and deepen your love for one another. To be successful in this marriage covenant, you must promise to embrace conflict as well as peace, to work as well as play, to struggle as well as coast, and to give, and to give, and to give, as well as receive.
When you looked over your shoulder, for a minute I forget that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. Oh, and you look as beautiful beautiful as ever, and I swear that every day you'll get better. You make me feel this way somehow. I'm so in
Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable. It keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustices, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through all circumstances. Love will last forever.
there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till
Joni and Max, may God bless you as you build a life together that is bright with the laughter of children and the smiles of friends and family. May your home be a haven from the tension of our time and a wellspring of strength. May it be the one place where you most want to be at the end of each day. Walking together, may you find much more in your union as husband and wife than either of you would have found alone.
say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go.
The covenant Joni and Max are making to each other include words that are more than just feelings. They require action. Comfort, support, love, understanding, encouragement, and protection.
There's no denying the strength of his force. In 5 years, we've grown a relationship that has made us who we are today, and I'm so proud of what we've been able to accomplish together. You're the moon of my life. Your energy is infectious, and you illuminate the room without even knowing. When you look in my eyes and smile, it's like no other feeling I've ever felt before. These moments, I can't help but feel more complete, more important, and more loved than I ever had before. I'm sorry. You give me purpose, you give me strength, you give my life meaning. And for me, gosh, I can't even get through it. I wouldn't ask for anything else. You're the greatest thing that ever happened to me, and I promise to give you 100% of the time. Man. Sorry.
You are my best friend, my chachi, my partner in crime, and my whole heart. I promise to encourage you, inspire you, and to love you truly through thick and thin. I promise to laugh with you and to lift you up when you are down. I promise to be your lover, companion, and friend, your student, and your teacher. I promise to walk next to you hand in hand through whatever life throws our way. I will find eternity in every moment with you. May our love run as deep as the Grand Canyon, as daring as Machu Picchu, as beautiful as the cliffs of Moher, as badass as the Badlands, as free as a hot air balloon, as strong as your dad's whiskey, and as timeless as a Billy Joel song. I vow my forever to you.
I love how much you love to travel. I love your free spirit. I love your love for the kitties. I love your love of wine. I love how important family is to you. I love how you tolerate these guys. I love how you kick butt at skiing. And I love how you love to try any kind of food. I love how wonderfully weird and goofy we are together, how creative and musical and artistic you are, your determination, and you never give up on what you really want to accomplish. I promise to always scratch your back before bed. I promise to give you a family and to provide, to tell you I love you every time I get the chance, and to kiss you when in the morning before I leave, even when you're still sleeping. To love you even in the mornings. To always cook your favorite dinners and to refill your wine and to put you first. You've made me the man I choose to be, and I love you more than life itself.
I'm going to assume there have been some tough times here in the relationship where you've each wanted your own way and maybe even insisted upon it. If we're all honest, it's something, if we're all honest, this kind of behavior is in all relationships, but it's extremely unhealthy for a marriage. Marriage is intended to be a journey filled with compromises. If both of you are willing to compromise, if both of you are willing to respond to the wants and needs of the other, your marriage will be much more peaceful and productive. Me and my need to give way to us and ours. My prayer for the two of you is that you will continue to grow in love. Love for one another, love for God, love for your neighbor. If you do this, you will not only have a blessed marriage, you will have a blessed life.
My beloved speaks and says to me, place me like a seal over your heart, like a seal on your arm. For love is as strong as death, its jealousy as enduring as the grave. Love flashes like fire, the brightest kind of flame.
I give you this ring as a sign of my promise.
I give you a ring as a sign of my promise.
I offer you my hand and my heart as I know they will be safe with you.
I offer you my hand and my heart as I know they'll be safe with you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share with you.
I give you this ring as a sign of my promise.
I offer you my hand and my heart as I know they will be safe with you.
I offer you my hand and my heart as I know they will be safe with you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share with you.
The final act of this celebration is the shattering of the glass. This ancient custom can be interpreted in many different ways. Joni and Max, tonight this tradition is done to remind us that love, like glass, is fragile and must be protected. The glass is broken to protect the marriage with an implied prayer. May your marriage last as long as it would take to repair this glass.
Max and Joni, you have given and pledged your promises to each other. You have declared your everlasting love by exchanging the rings. Your vows may have been spoken in minutes, but your promises to each other will last until your last breath. You have pledged to meet sorrow and happiness as one family before God and His friends and family. I'm honored and privileged to now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Can we do it?
Yes.
Nice. Friends and family, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Avey.
Tell me it's not possible, no way that we could break, but nothing is illogical, believe me, like falling stars over your head, we were bound to burn out but like crashing cars I'll never get over you, never over you, 'cause you are
way that we could break like falling stars.
Folks that make a truly beautiful couple work.
I give you the world if you're mine to give, and show you a love that you can never forget. And when you look into my eyes, I hope you read your
Joni and I had the typical childhood where the little sister followed everything that the big sister did, which I was always thrilled about, of course. My toys were always her toys too, even after I tried separating our room with a huge line of tape down the center that I required her permission to cross. And wherever me and my friends were, you better believe, she was right there with us.
I can't imagine this life without you. When I look into your eyes, I see the rest of my life.
Let's give them a big hand up, everybody. Yes, some newlyweds. Let's hear it for Max and Joni, everyone.
Joni was the free-spirited explorer who wanted to find crawled out of our bedroom window and was hanging upside down in the monkey bars in our backyard during nap time. Not much has changed. Joni is still that same little girl, always, always, always up for an adventure, except now she has somebody to share all of her adventures with. From multiple Colorado skiing trips to Peru, Ireland, Spain, Okoboji, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska, and even a month-long road trip across the U.S. I think it's safe to say that these two have already seen more of the world than many do in a lifetime, and I know their future together has endless adventures still in store. Starting with their upcoming homecoming, their upcoming honeymoon to Belize, where they'll be, wait for it, sleeping in a cave. I mean, who does that? Joni and Max, that too. It's funny how things can change. See, now it's me wanting to be just like you, Joni. On this most special of days, I can't help but to think back to my wedding day 5.5 years ago. More specifically, Joni on my wedding day 5.5 years ago. As happy as Joni was for Sammy and I, she was equally sad about her own life. I'll never forget Joni saying, or slurring, rather, remember that? This is such a special day, Jen. Just look how proud Mom and Dad are of you. I'll never find someone, I'll never have a day like this. While shoveling goldfish in her mouth, I might add. Why and where we had goldfish at my wedding, I still have no idea. I knew without a doubt, though, that her time would come, but it wasn't so easy to convince Joan, especially on that night. Lo and behold, less than a year later, I hear about some guy named Max that Joni brought home to meet my parents. I, of course, wanted the scoop and hounded my parents with questions, settling for nothing less than a step-by-step recap of the entire night. They had all great things to say about Max, of course. Like, he fits right in, Joni seems really happy, Joni can completely be herself around him. But the statement that stuck out to me most, as silly as it sounds, was, Max cleared the dishes. I know. For some reason, it was after hearing that sentence out of my dad's mouth that made me think, wow, this Max guy could be something serious. Needless to say, a month or so later, when I actually got to meet Max and witness the connection firsthand between him and my little sis, I knew Joni had met her match. Joni, going back to my wedding day. As you look around this room, I hope you know just how very proud not only Mom and Dad are of you and have always been, but how proud we all are of you for everything that you've accomplished, not only in your life, but in your relationship too. I personally have seen you both grow into such amazing people who truly complete one another, and am beyond excited to gain a brother and to finally be able to call you guys each other's husband and wife. I love you both so much and want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me share this special moment with you. Make tomorrow better than today, and make the next day better than tomorrow. So that decades from now, you won't have to settle for remembering the happiest day of your life because you'll be too busy living it. You both deserve nothing but happiness. So, tonight we raise our glasses, not to the happiest day of your life, but to the first of many to come.
When Max proposed to Joni, I immediately started thinking about this speech, and I've been anxious ever since. Not because I am nervous to talk in front of crowds, but because I don't know how to fit 25 years of best friendship into a 45-minute speech. I was born August 24th, 1992. Max, a young Jewish boy, was born 4 months later on December 25th. Why his name isn't Jesus, I don't know. I always thought that was a missed opportunity. Anyways, our parents at the time lived next door to each other in attached, will you hold this for me? In attached condos, and were best friends. But it wasn't just the vicinity of living situations that made Max and I best friends. It was also the similarities of households. We both had 4 older sisters and organic food obsessed mothers. The one good thing about having only sisters, and believe me, there is only one, you get to pick your brother. I chose the kid with the red curly hair. I think I thought he was a toy at the time. Our childhood, all the way through college, was spent side by side. We experienced pretty much everything together. I remember our early childhood. I'm going to go through a quick overview of our life together. I remember our early childhood being made up of 2 components. Number 1 was, of course, elementary school, where, believe it or not, we did not have one class together from kindergarten through 5th grade. They must have known about the alliance we created when we were babies and just didn't want that synergy together. I get it. This, however, did not stop us from being best friends. Every day I would see Max at his lunch, with his class eating lunch, and I would look at him like, hey man, you got it? He would hold up the yellow bus pass and be like, yeah bro, what do you mean? I'm definitely coming home with you. The second component of our early childhood was trying to figure out what the hell Don Avey was talking about. Like that one time we're in Max's room doing whatever 10-year-old boys do. Don Avey comes home, big carpenter, hairy man, looking like he just built a house in one day. Comes in the room, looks at us both, says, boys, quit messing around with the rat tail file. My life has never been the same. The next part of life was middle school, where girls no longer have cooties and guys have no idea how to handle it. Max and I were always sophisticated with the ladies, though. It was this time era we both got our first real kiss from real girls on the same night. We were the happiest fellas on the face of the earth. We got on our bikes to leave that night and we're singing Billy Joel's version of Oh What a Night. The next chapter was high school, where depending on who you asked, we were great kids that graduated with 4.0s and got into college, or we were terrible teenagers who put our roommates, aka our parents, through hell. If you want to avoid hearing the latter response, I would avoid asking our parents about that time period. From the start of life till graduating high school, we remained side by side, so naturally we had to go to the same college. Off to Orlando we went. Our parents devastated that we were leaving. I wrote LOL in my speech. They were not devastated that we were leaving. Orlando is not only where Max and I finally officially live together, but where the beginning of this story, this story begins, and why we are here tonight. At first, I could not believe Max was capable of bringing home someone so beautiful, free-spirited, and loyal, but Duke really does live up to that hype. Here's the night Max and Joni met through my eyes. I preface this by saying I was not physically there, but seeing him after told the whole story. It was about 7 a.m. in the morning. I heard the front door slam. Subsequent to the door was the sound of what I thought at the time was an adult cheetah flying up the stairs. I jump out of bed, kind of like a worried mother. I swing open my door to Max with a smile from ear to ear. My first thought was, ha, college, gone all night, coming home in the morning. Must have been a great night. So I inquired. He immediately said, no, man, it's not like that at all. I was talking to this girl I met at work. Her name is Joni. Really, I asked? He said, yeah, man, we were just talking and laughing for hours. She's the coolest girl I have ever met. I let him go. No further questions. He ran into the shower singing. I ran back in my room where Elise, my fiance, was. I had a big smile as big as Max's. I said, you know what this means, right? Our third wheel just turned into real adult double dates. Getting ahead of myself for sure. Elise tried to calm me down and said, no, it's probably just a fling. Little did she know he was singing Oh What a Night by Billy Joel in the shower. I knew it was real. I knew it was real. So with all that being said, my message to Joni, and you guys thought Max cried a lot. Let me see here. Thank you for making my best friend the happiest kid in the world. Thank you for being the coolest girl he's ever met. Thank you for being the adventurous, down-to-earth, incredibly lovable person that pairs so well with him. I got to spend the first 22 years of my life side by side with Max. I wouldn't trade those memories for anything in the world. I'm envious that you get to spend probably quadruple that amount of time side by side with him. So my message to Max, you called me a couple months ago and told me how proud of you are of me and how much you love me. You were crying on the phone. I was not. You can't cry in Chicago. It's a rule. Tonight I am. Thank you for unconditional love for so many years. Thank you for all the inside jokes and always understanding exactly how I felt without having to say anything. Thank you for being my best buddy, my best friend, and my brother. I'm incredibly proud of you and I love you. You deserve Joni, and she absolutely deserves you. With all that being said, I want you both to know that I'm your #1 fan, and I cannot wait to witness and be a part of the Max and Joni story. Cheers.
For all the years, we watched Max and Joni, and how happy that he's made her smile and made her look, and we just sensed that Max was the shining star in her life. And that's amazing for a father. It's been amazing watching our lives together grow closer. From the very first time we met Max to the first time he met the family. After he did all his official hellos and nice meetings, and then he kind of joined in the festivities, and actually here, came outside, started throwing the ball, and one errant throw happened to hit a nephew in the jewels. To watch Max just kind of, absorb that and just join in. And at that point, we kind of knew he was a special kind of guy.
I pull stars out of the sky, quiet the night for you and only.
Just watching you grow, it's a father's dream to have the confidence and the trust in Max to make her happy.
Better make her happy, Max.
That's all I can ask for. It's a wonderful night. The weather stopped for this, so I'm all good. I'd also like to thank everybody that took the time and effort out of their lives to make this thing happen, all the extra work that's gone into the beautiful facility we have here, Bill and Michelle. It's amazing. I'd like to toast the newly married couple with all the best wishes and love, and we're looking forward to the next chapters of your life. And everyone here, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket.
Let's just sing out with everyone.
surpasses even my own. It's pretty cool to see that happen. And because of that, you've been given a royal gift in this stone. You should forever cherish it in every moment. Done. I want to welcome you as my fifth daughter. I love you, and you are as beautiful and as unique as the other four. And I like girls.
is the air I breathe.